Hello friends, and welcome to today's daily devotion. I'm reading to you from the Gospel according to Matthew, the 18th chapter, reading verses 21 and 22. Hear now these words. Then Peter came and said to Jesus, "Lord, if another member of the church sins against me, how often should I forgive? As many as 7 times?" Jesus said to him, "Not 7 times, but I tell you 77 times." Do you like math? I'm not a fan of math. And this verse, it almost makes me think that Jesus is setting up a mathematical equation. For 76 times, you can count them up, and you've got to forgive. Then you get to number 77, and that is the last one. So when 78 hits, oh boy, you don't have to forgive anymore. Do you think that's what Jesus is saying? Actually, no. Jesus isn't asking us to do math. Jesus isn't asking us to count. Jesus is taking Peter's question, and Peter thought he was being really generous by saying, "Should I forgive 7 times?" The Jewish tradition was to give 3 times. And so Peter is doubling it and adding one more for good measure, thinking, okay, 7 is the perfect number. Surely the Lord is going to accept this as the way to forgive. And when Jesus is saying 77 times, Jesus is multiplying it to infinity so that there isn't a time that we can stop forgiving. We're never left off the hook to be people who let grievances go. In other places, Jesus says you should forgive as the Lord has forgiven you. And he tells the story of the man who was forgiven a huge debt, and then he turned around and beat up a person who owed him very little. And Jesus said that's not the way it works. So my friend, today I encourage you, don't keep track of the wrongs, but instead continue to forgive because Jesus says so. And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily devotion.